Hey, what's up everybody? Welcome back to the channel, T-Tar Collects. This channel is about Pokemon, chasing a dream, and documenting every step of the journey. Today, I wanted to talk a little bit about Ascended Heroes, the new set that just came out, a little bit about the release in general, and then also, I'm actually going to open two of these 3-pack tech sticker collections. So hang out till a little bit later on in the video and see if I get lucky. So in general, this set release is a little disastrous, it seems. A little odd of a choice to only start off with the 3-pack blisters and the 2-pack blisters as the launch products, as opposed to, say, Elite Trainer boxes, booster bundles, things like that. And then beyond that, the Pokemon Company decided to delay the release of the 2-packs even further down the line. You know, they're not coming out till February 20th. Not really sure why. You know, I'm just a guy on YouTube who sells things on eBay, so I have no insider knowledge, no distribution, no things like that. I'm guessing, my best guess is has something to do with how much Prismatic Evolutions has been getting released, you know, over the last year or so. They've kind of just been pumping out those products, you know, all kinds of bundles and tins and things at big box stores, Costco, you know, Sam's Club, all that kind of stuff. So not really sure why it was delayed and why the Elite Trainer box wasn't, you know, in the initial wave, because it just seems like, you know, there's a frenzy going on and the packs are just going to really disappear pretty quick, especially with things like rip and ships and things like that. Now, you know, I was lucky enough to be able to get two of these 3-packs that we're going to open here, and then also my LGS was able to hook me up with a sealed you know, display box of the 3-packs. I'm not sure what I'm going to do with this yet. It's actually kind of funny. They wrote my name on the box when it came in because they just kind of assumed that, you know, I was going to want it. Have a decent relationship with the owner of the store, so you know, one of the workers there just kind of assumed. I've bought a couple of large purchases there before, things like, you know, multiple booster boxes, one of their sealed case of something. So I guess they just kind of assumed that I was going to want that when it came in. Happened that I did. Luckily, you know, I don't think I'm going to be keeping that specific product in the sealed, you know, master case with the stop tape and stuff, but we'll see. I don't know, especially now that it has my name on it. Who knows? Would that decrease the value? I don't know. That's kind of a little bit of a crossroads, maybe discussion for another video where we cross paths with, you know, I'm trying to sell on eBay, build up a store, but I also have like some sealed investments, you know, set aside. So like, where do those things all kind of meet, and how do I distribute funds, you know, amongst them? But that's a discussion for another video. So let me know in the comments, were you able to find any Ascended Heroes out in the wild, you know, over the last day or two? I'm sure, you know, I personally don't really have the time or the interest in waiting outside like GameStop or Walmart, Target, that kind of thing, in order to try to get some of these drops. I did it once for base set Mega Evolution, and by the time I got through the line, pretty much everything was gone. Within the first couple people, you know, all the stuff was gone, and now GameStop prices aren't really that much better than market. They're more than MSRP. Speaking of, actually, my LGS, you know, owner sells me this stuff a little under market, which is nice. Still higher than MSRP. Again, maybe a discussion for another video. I know there's a lot of controversy with that whole discussion of, but to me, like, I understand as an LGS, you know, he needs to make money, he has bills to pay, he needs to keep the lights on, right? And with the small amount of product that he's getting, if he were to, you know, only charge market and make that small margin, just wouldn't really make sense. So I get it. I like supporting my LGS. He's nice enough to, you know, hook me up with products like this. So I think that about sums it up. Just kind of the drama and the chaos of this release. But yeah, let me know if you found anything, and let's get over to the desk and we'll open some packs. All right, so let's crack into these. Obviously, like with most pack openings. Not necessarily expecting much, but we'll see what happens. And again, just let me know if you were able to find anything to open. You know, were you lucky to get some at MSRP at maybe some of the bigger box stores? I don't even know what those releases looked like. I'm sure the lines were kind of crazy. But yeah, just let me know down in the comments. You know, did you have any luck finding anything? How did it go? How was your Ascended Heroes release day? And then we will sleeve up this Charmander promo. There's a nice kind of cute art for Charmander. Go ahead and get that in a little penny sleeve. Kind of 3 packs there. And then let me know too what your chase is. You know, I don't honestly think I have a chase in this set, but I do just kind of like to open, you know, the new set when it comes out. Usually I'll just open a couple packs. I try not to go too crazy. And of course this is going to be difficult. There we go. Yeah, I'll usually open 10, 20 packs or so. Now this is kind of expensive, so I don't know that I'm really going to open a ton of it. We'll see. I mean, this could even be it, you know, unless the prices come down, which usually they do. But it'll be interesting to see how this release goes, just given the limited not only products, but it sounds like there just wasn't a large amount, you know, allocated to the different places. So we will see how the prices fluctuate on this set. And there's the Ghastly promo. And then of course the stickers. I don't really have a ton of use for these, so we'll figure out what to do with that. So let's crack them. See what we get in here. Yeah, like I was saying, I don't really have necessarily a chase for this set. There's a couple arts and stuff that are pretty cool. I think the Psyduck I like a lot. I do like the Mega Dragonite SIR. I do enjoy, I know Badoo's pretty good. I enjoy the, how they have the art where it's all the pre-evolutions as well, like in that SIR. I really like how it has, like, you know, the Dratini, the Dragonair, the regular Dragonite, and the Mega Dragonite. I'm not a huge fan of the design that they went with for Mega Dragonite, but I do like the art, at least for that card. I like the color. Like the colors that they kind of chose for it, I think look really cool. So we'll see. I mean, obviously I wouldn't be mad or upset to open that card, but not necessarily something I'm chasing for like a personal collection or anything like that. I know this set has quite a bit of playable cards. That's kind of the, I guess, the purpose of these specialty sets. You know, especially in Japan, they just kind of crank out extra playables, kind of jam them all into one set, just to make sure like the players can get what they need to be able to play the game, which is of course important. I do like the reverse hollow style that they went with for these two. I like the different, like the energies and the different Pokeballs and things like that. Nothing yet. Pack number 3. I think I kind of mixed these up too, so I don't know which one was which necessarily, but that's all right. Let's keep on going here. So, another Cynthia's Gible. I guess Cynthia's Garchomp EX must be in this set for Gible to be there. I don't remember seeing, I don't think they made any type of SIR or anything for it. Electric. Oh, reverse prism energy. Isn't too bad. I think that's a pretty playable card. And speaking of Mega Dragonite, there is a Mega Dragonite regular EX. I do like the Megas, how they kind of have like a sparkle hollow pattern. That's pretty cool. So we'll go ahead and sleeve that up. Not too bad. Yeah, I like the pink and the green on the Mega Dragonite. How that kind of carries over into the SIR as well. Oh, and this set has God packs too, which of course is kind of crazy. Now I don't know. I'm guessing the God pack would be like, I think it's 7 SIRs and 3 Mega Attack rares, which is kind of crazy. So obviously I guess you would know right away as soon as you opened it. I don't know what would be on the front. Probably the Mega Attack rare, I'm guessing. Team Rocket's energy, I don't know if that has any value anymore. Bayleaf. Yeah, I do like the reverse hollow with the energy type on there. Nothing too crazy just yet. Hops Trevenant. 2 packs left. Will we get anything super interesting? Him on top. Honestly, I should probably go back and look at the set list for this set on like Poke Beach. That's where I've been getting most of my news at this point. Just to see what's even in here that could potentially be pulled. Looks like we have another EX. Mandibuzz EX. Not the most amazing pull in the world, but I guess we'll sleeve it up for consistency, if nothing else. All right, last pack. Come on. Can we pull anything? Sneasel. Also trying to make sure that the cards are visible and there's not a ton of glare on them too. Eventually I'll have to get some type of camera holder where I can hold it kind of in front of me, like you see on Rip and Chipper streams and things like that. Anything in this last pack? No. Man. Rough. So absolutely cooked again, just like the last one. Well, hope y'all enjoyed, and if you were able to open any Ascended Heroes, I had a little bit better luck than I did. Thanks for watching. Consider subscribing if, following what it's like to start a Pokemon business from nothing sounds interesting to you, and I'll see you on the next one.